Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of January, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and if you would like to know more details about it, you can check in the description box below, or you can email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Sagittarius, it feels like you're trying to break free from a very agonizing, negative mental space. Some of you, your mind is not really where it should be. It's somehow obsessing over something that takes you down energetically, lowers your vibration. So the devil and the Nine of Swords paired together really talk about extreme negativity being casted here over your life, over a particular situation where you keep spiraling down into this point where you feel trapped. You feel trapped by thoughts of fear, thoughts of anger, thoughts of jealousy, thoughts of insecurity. You want to have here the upper hand over something or someone, and it feels like you can't do that, or you can't find a way to regain control over the situation, and this is really afflicting you. You are advised to take care of what this devil represents to you. It could be negative attachments, bad habits, addictions. It could be just an overwhelming sensation of fear that traps you in the mindset of the Nine of Swords, and it keeps you from seeing, the light. It keeps you from feeling the light and using this light of your own to good purposes. And I feel like some of you have this urge, this desire to use something you hold inside to a good purpose, but you're not really able to find, a channel, to find a way to do so under this influence. And this could really be upsetting you, or could be just making you feel disempowered in something that actually you have a lot of power, you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of skill. Some of you, this world situation we are living, is really affecting you. Some of you are easily, suggestible. Like, it's like you have to watch for the type of energy you consume right now, because it really sticks with you. It really sticks in your mind. The negative, projections of what's occurring can infiltrate in your mind, and you can really feed on you and feed on this big fear, or the sensation of being stuck and trapped in a world or in a specific circumstance that really doesn't make you happy, that really doesn't correspond again to that light, to that dream of life that you hold. Some of you could also be dealing here with a very toxic, complicated situation with an ex, or with someone that in which the quality of the relationship right now is just not the best. There's a feeling of needing to let go of an attachment, needing to cut the ties here, the energetic ties with someone that is feeding on your own energy. Some of you have a very upset or troubled person looking at you right now, and even if you aren't aware of it, energetically it gets you down. Energetically does have an effect on you. It could also be that some of you are also struggling with obsession, struggling with this attachment that you have with someone, wanting to break free, and yet at the same time feeling like you can't. The devil is your main opportunity with the Queen of Swords in your advice. So there is a chance for you to break free. There is a chance for you to cut the tie. There is a chance for you to let go of something very toxic. But I feel like some of you Sagittarius don't have the courage to use this tool that I was speaking to cut the tie. You have the sword, but you're not using the sword. There's something, the Knight of Swords is fear. The Knight of Swords keeps, postponing an action that will serve you, for the good. There could be here, a very strong tie to anger and jealousy that is preventing this releasing of energy, almost like there's someone here that it has this type of mentality of, oh, but if I can't have you, no one else can. Be aware of this coming from you or coming from someone you're dealing with that could be very, very, possessive over you, or just right now angry. And even if it's you that you're angry, your anger is keeping you from seeing the truth, the objective truth. I feel like for some of you, this is about you deserve better, you deserve more than a quality of relationship or a quality of life or a quality, of friendships, of work environment, better than this. So you have here the power to make a decision. What is truly preventing you from doing it? Most likely is this Nine of Swords. You're struggling with a breakup, you're struggling with an influence here that is just not the best for you. And I feel like for some of you Sagittarius, you just might find out about this now in mid-January, where it's like, I never thought this person, would be like this or have this type of energy towards me or would end up this way. So some of you are really seeing a side to a person that can be dark, that can be more obscure, that can be more difficult. It's just difficult to deal with. You have here a person that is difficult to deal with, but it could also be that you're very difficult to deal with as well right now. You are suffering, but the way in which this suffering is then acted upon is not with honest vulnerability or emotion. It's like you're suffering, and so you're prone to actions that perpetrate suffering as well, wherever you go, right? So it's like you're using the suffering to negatively influence as well people. Some of you Sagittarius, especially if you're dealing with an air sign or a Capricorn influence, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, it's better to let it be for the now until you have a better, a mind, until you feel better in your mind. Until you kind of recover here from this Nine of Swords nightmare, right? That keeps telling you the worst, that keeps, pushing you to be someone that you truly, don't identify with. There's something here about you becoming here in mid-January, having facets of your personality coming up that have nothing to do with your true authentic self. This is something that, again, is almost like a constant mental brainwash that some of you are undergoing. So be aware of your thoughts, be aware of the way you speak to yourself, be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, be aware of, the truths that you blindly, buy into, what you believe in right now. Most likely, the things you're being told internally and externally are a manipulation of the truth. So your mind is manipulating you, your ego is manipulating you, but also others could be trying to manipulate you. And if there's a tendency on you, Sagittarius, to manipulate others, to influence others negatively, and you kind of identify this, again, use the Queen of Swords, use the truth, and use truth to help, not to harm. There's something here about the two sides of the truth, right? One that it's used to help, one that it's used to harm. You could really be very feisty with your words. You could really, you know, it's almost like some of you Sagittarius know how to gut someone just by your words. This is how powerful this energy is. So not the best energies to have here in mid-January. But if someone is doing this to you, step away. Step away. I feel like some of you shouldn't even have a doubt here. And you're constantly battling this. It's like you shouldn't even have a doubt that you need to step away, that you need to shut the door, that you need to turn deaf to this type of influence. It's just, you know, wanting you to doubt yourself, dim your light, dim your truth. So it's there's something here about negligence as well. Some of you could be neglecting your health. Some of you could be neglecting your well-being. Some of you Sagittarius need to speak with a friend, need to vent, put it out with a friend, someone that you can, you know, safely express your anguish here. What's your problem? If someone is playing dirty with you, someone is doing you wrong, if you're being, you know, manipulated, blackmailed, if someone is doing something nasty to you, you don't have to face this alone. And if you're the one that is doing this to someone else, the same thing. There's help out there. Search for help. Search for, again, this tool that I was speaking. It's inside of you. You can fight this devil. You can fight this shadow. But you have to be willing to acknowledge that it exists to begin with. So I hope you have a great mid-month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.